Came time to put in the vanity lights. It took me a while to find the ones that I wanted due to the slightly offset nature of the sinks. I needed a vanity that was more on a swivel arm so that I could actually have the lights themselves sort of line up over the medicine cabinets. Before, when it was just a big mirror, the vanity lights that were there were fine as they were more or less symmetrical to the general placement on the giant mirror. But now with individual medicine cabinets, individual sinks, the placement of the lights are not centered. Arguably, they never were centered over the sinks. So I went ahead and started dismantling the old one and putting the new one in. I definitely found that when you're doing the first one, you're learning how a lot of light fixtures are the same, but you're learning how an individual light fixture works. With these a little bit more cheaper ones, it's a little harder sometimes to deal with the install. Thankfully, because of the medicine cabinet, I was able to sort of use that as a ledge to sort of hold it there while I wired things up. And I ended up, due to whether it was maybe a repair on the drywall prior to my ownership or whatnot, the light, I call it the light box, but the electrical box is slightly recessed. And it's slightly recessed more on one side than the other in terms of it being flat with the drywall. So I ended up having to try a couple of different things because this first go around, as I get it up there and I try to get it all put together, I find that I end up needing to put in some spacers between the actual plastic box and the metal plate that the light will ultimately attach to. So you can watch me do that. So this is the next day because part of the thing is I need the actual sunlight to be able to do things. And I noticed that yeah, I need to adjust the spacers because again it's spaced differently on the left. It's deeper than it is on the right, so I need to take a couple of spacers out on the right. I also noticed that I did not get it level at all. So this time around, I decided I'm going to try and actually make sure that it's all level and whatnot before I finish up. So I've gone ahead and removed it, and now I'm going to start to try to put it all back together again using the medicine cabinet as sort of a ledge to hold it in place while I actually do the wires. I finally got it level enough, and I moved it over, and yep, I checked the level, it's all good, and there we go. That's the light. It's initially on a very bright white setting, which I enjoy, but I know my wife doesn't. I feel when it comes to things like that, her tastes are a little bit more mainstream, which is one of the reasons I looked for LED ones that were adjustable. So there's a little switch on there, so you can change between I think 4 or 5 different light temperatures. One of which being the very white one to a more yellow, and then a very yellow one. I end up clicking them down into the middle in the end. So knowing what I know about the light fixtures as well as just the general installation, the second one goes a lot quicker than the first one. I also make doubly sure that it's level before tightening everything down so that I can have an easier go at putting it up. It will say that with the mounting screws the way they are on the side of the boxes, this particular one was a little harder to do because I couldn't actually get close enough to the wall to see, so I'm having to do a lot more feeling by hand for the screws to make sure that they're getting in where they need to go. But I do manage to get it in, I do line them up, and then I'm even able to, there you go, let there be light.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.